Hello and welcome to Jurisedge Academy's YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss important weekly legal news from 7th November to 12th November 2022. In first important news, the Supreme Court has upheld the EWS Reservation by 3:2 majority. In the case of Janhit Abhiyan versus Union of India, the Supreme Court's Constitution Bench has by 3:2 majority upheld the validity of the 103rd Constitutional Amendment of 2019, which introduced 10% reservation for economically weaker sections in education and public employment. The said amendment has made changes to Article 15 and 16 of the Constitution. The court, the majority of the judges have held that reservation for economically weaker sections of citizens up to 10% in addition to the existing reservation does not result in violation of any essential feature of the Constitution and does not cause any damage to the basic structure of the Constitution on account of breach of the ceiling limit of 50% because that ceiling limit itself is not inflexible and in any case applies only to reservations envisaged by Articles 15.4, 15.5 and 16.4 of the Constitution of India. In second important news, the Supreme Court has observed that Bonafides of a PIL petitioner is a relevant consideration and has to be examined at the threshold itself. In the case of State of Jharkhand versus Shiv Shankar Sharma, PILs were filed in the Jharkhand High Court seeking probe against the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren. In this case, where an appeal was preferred by the Hemant Soren, and the Supreme Court has held that what is of crucial significance in a PIL is the bona fide of the petitioner who files the PIL. It is an extremely relevant consideration and must be examined by the court at the very threshold itself. The court has also said that the locus of the petitioner who initiates a PIL is of extreme importance, as this important form of litigation should not be abused by motivated individuals to abuse the process of the court for the political purpose or for any other reason but for a public cause. Before we move further, we are organizing the second CLAT-PG open mock competition on 20th November 2022 between 2 to 4 p.m. The registration is absolutely free. You can register yourself from the link given in the description box. Coming to the third important news, the Supreme Court has held that PMLA prosecution cannot continue if the accused is discharged from the scheduled offence. In the case of Indrani Patnaik versus Enforcement Directorate, the court has reiterated that the prosecution under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act cannot continue if the accused is discharged from the scheduled offence. The court has held that the offence under Section 3 of the PMLA Act is dependent on illegal gain of property as a result of criminal activity. The authorities under the PMLA Act cannot prosecute any person on the notional basis or on the assumption that a scheduled offence has been committed. And if the person is finally discharged or acquitted of the scheduled offence, then there can be no offence of money laundering against him or anyone claiming such property, being the property linked to stated scheduled offence through him. Lastly, the Supreme Court has held that the accused has right to receive materials in possession of prosecution even if draft criminal rules have not been adopted. In the case of P. Ponnasamy versus State of Tamil Nadu, the court has held that if some high courts or government of some states or union territories have delayed in adopting the draft rules of criminal practice of 2021, or amending the concerned practice manuals, it cannot prejudice the right of an accused to receive this list of statements, documents, material, etc. in the possession of the prosecution. It is important to note that the Supreme Court in Manoj versus State of Madhya Pradesh has come up with the draft rules of criminal practice, and the court has held that the right of the accused to receive the said list would now only apply after draft rules are adopted, would lead to an anomalous situation. This brings us to the end of our weekly legal update. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.